just want to crack up so
No, I'm still laughing at something you said. You saw me over here.
yeah,
Trying to hold it.
yes, because
I said I've held it in long enough.
all right, now how I do this? I share. Oh man, document image photo. I bet you don't know how to share this joint.
Hmm.
Bet you don't know how to share it.
Is that you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
yeah. More post tools. Oh yeah. Okay. They was hating. She was cooking and they was hating.
I'm telling you, they be listening.
Of course they be too.
They like, we want to catch up.
Okay. Yeah. That's so funny.
I'm gonna take a selfie. I'm like, Big Pharma did what?
Oh my goodness. Big Pharma did everything. Hey y'all, hey.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
The birthday boy in the building. I said the birthday boy in the building. Birthday boy in the building. Oh, the birthday boy in the building tonight. Oh, great job.
Thank you. I'm still trying to get one of her music videos.
All right, let's see. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Come on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? You know what? Y'all got Google Meet?
Google Meet? I don't. I've never tried it. Never tried Google Meet before.
She's trying to.
You've tried every type of meat. Deer meat.
Zebra
meat.
Ostrich. Alligator.
Let's just focus the camera on you until our guest gets here. Hold on, wait, what are we doing? Let's just focus on this guy, Ashton Tommy Johnson, while we try to get our guest back on. Because she was cooking. I don't know if y'all heard what was going on, but she was laying it in there. And this system is so corrupt, I'm telling you. But Ashton Tommy Johnson, let's talk about some of the places you've been in the last 6 months.
Really? Oh, all right. South Africa. You got to go to South Africa. You see the animals in their natural habitat, and you realize when you go to Philly and you go to the zoo, they're pretty much killing them.
They're pretty much the same.
What kills them?
Oh, wait, what?
No, I'm just saying, like, they don't be in their natural habitat. It's just they steal a lot of them from over there and they bring them over here.
Wait, dogs?
No, I'm talking about like the elephants, everything you see.
Oh, at the zoo.
Yeah, the zoo.
Oh, yeah. So you're saying that they're just pretty much on the, like they're used to being in the wilderness.
Like the real wilderness.
Yeah.
And they bring up here and cage them for show.
Oh, no. That's terrible. All right. Our guest is big, and we're going to have a show with just Ashton talking about his trips. It's going to be called Where's Ashton? Where's Ashton?
And I wouldn't even have an Instagram if it wasn't for her.
Well, guess what? You got to sit down, buddy. All right, our guest is back, so we're going to focus back on her. All righty. Okay, what's going on? What's going on? You know how to work this? Oh my gosh.
Is she there?
She said she was. Hold
Click on the
on.
bottom. See what happened. Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Yeah. Oh, because it's your meeting, so you had to admit her.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right. We back. Guess who's back? It's your girl Brooke in the building. B2G Podcast Part 2. Here we go. Oh, camera. And we back like we never left. Oh, am I still muted? Oh gosh.
It always does that.
You're good. Can you hear us now?
How about now?
No,
No.
still muted.
You're still muted.
Why is it doing that?
It's still muted. You have like it's a red microphone.
Yeah, I'm hitting it. Oh my gosh.
They're trying to shut us up either way.
They trying to shut us down.
Okay. There you go. Hit that.
Yeah.
There we go. Can you hear us now?
No, you got to hit the thing back.
Oh,
go back.
Shit.
Hit that. Not the red thing, that.
Yeah. All right. How about that?
Why
It keeps turning off.
Weird. I mean, I can keep
it
keeps turning off. Yeah, go ahead. It kept turning off on its own. Go ahead. Keep.
Yeah. I can keep going. Okay. So where I left off was I finally got my GAL kicked out of my case. Okay. So, and the judge is telling me, like, hey, there's not a GAL on this list that can take your case, and you're going to pretty much have to get comfortable with one of the Cash for Kids people on your case. And I said, absolutely not. So I gave them a recommended list of who I would accept as a GAL on my case. Now, an important thing to note here is I got lucky because the judge that I had was a first-year judge. She was not experienced. She wasn't kind of in the know yet, so I think that worked to my advantage. The GALs, I mean, did their darndest to try to beat me down. And so Kim Little pops back into my second case with, I'm going to strike these pleadings because you owe me money. And did that whole thing. So in my second case, where she's not even assigned, she's not involved, she's not anything, she pops back up with a famous attorney here named Jimmy Fendelman, who is the GAL collection attorney here. And everybody loves him because he gets the money, is what the quote is. So Jimmy Fendelman tries to garnish my wages. I show up to that court hearing that they trapped me in. By the way, they didn't tell me about it, so they didn't think I was going to show up. So I show up, I say, hi, I don't think I've ever met you, Mr. Fendelman, because I was never given a chance to set up a payment plan. I was never communicated to about these things. I want to itemize the bill. You know, all the things that you're supposed to say. Fendelman says, well, I already did a garnishment. I said, okay, well, you're probably going to get about $10 a month from that garnishment since I only make about $15 an hour. And he goes, oh, we're not going to get anything from that. And I said, no, you're not going to get anything from that.
They have to?
So we canceled the garnishment. So as a good faith payment, I put $100 down, but I do not, let me repeat, I do not plan on paying that woman anymore.
I know that's
right.
I did it
to get her off and out of my case.
Yeah.
So I do that. Kim Little finally is quiet now. She was not going to strike these current pleadings, even though that's totally against the law. and we're in limbo now. So every GAL that got assigned to my case would withdraw immediately. Charles Flynn, withdrawn. John Finley, withdrawn. Colleen Hubble, there was Cynthia Alvin, withdrawn. All of them, all Cash for Kids, all on Zoom call. Every single one of them.
Wow.
So I did not have a GAL. So I'm still in this limbo. The attorney's baffled, the judge is baffled, and has never seen anything like this where the GALs refuse to be on my case because I'm in the know of the Cash for Kids call. And that's something really important to note, is that I already used a story that was out there circulating in the media to win.
Right.
I was the bigger bully per se, and I wore the other side down. I showed up every single court date. I missed work. I took a cut to my paycheck every time there was a court date. They kept delaying and continuing, but I kept showing up. That happened for about 2 years. And then my ex finally worn down with Elliot saying there's no evidence left and we really don't have her for anything, dismisses the case. Finally says, okay, we're done because we can't get a GAL. They're not going to go against me. We can't, just make a ruling without the GAL recommendation.
Right.
And so my ex dismissed. And that's how I won, is I wore his ass down. And I
love
thought,
that.
all of my ducks in a row. I really am thankful to the group of women that I had on my side to guide me with these pleadings, because the fact of the matter is there's no procedural law that is going to get them to do their job correctly, right? We all have this trust in the law and the system that they're going to work for us, and that's just not the case.
Nope.
And it's just sad. It's really, really sad, and I wish it was different, and that's why we're all here to stand up and make a voice, because I want to start something where I help men and women that are fighting in the courts and they have legitimate cases that they need help with, and I want to go and
I need help.
Put on mute.
I'm really getting some passion for this, and like I said, St. Louis was covered on the news.
Yeah.
Got media attention. That's the first time this has ever happened in the history of the family court mafia getting news attention to negative news attention.
Love it.
So we were the first kind of group because we had a really large group show up for the protest with a nationwide rally, and we did the dang thing, man. We were on there. Whitney was the one who spoke. She's one of my really good friends, and she has a really terrible case going on. My work inside the courtroom might be done as of now, but my room outside the courtroom will never be done. I will always advocate for these men and women who've done nothing wrong, who deserve one or both parents in their life. If they're abusive, then one parent. If they're not, then both,
Right.
Because it's just, I don't understand at all why these GALs and these judges are putting kids and families' mental health at risk for their own benefit and their pockets.
Yep.
And it's just baffling. And there's only 3 psych evaluators here in St. Louis, and they all have lawsuits and corruption against them. And unfortunately, those are the people that determine whether you're saying crazy.
Yes, that's what's happening.
Like,
Shoot.
Wait. You have never met me. You've known me for 3 hours. Love the psych eval tapes. There's other lawyers saying that there's no evidence of any mental illness or anything like this or that, but they still tend to diagnose and try to paint the narrative that you're crazy.
Don't they have that? Whatever happened to evidence?
So my advice to a lot of people that are looking for a divorce, try to do it behind the scenes. Do not get involved with family court first and foremost. If you've already made the mistake of getting into family court, then gear up and let's play ball. You have to show up to every court date. Even if you're sick and dying in bed, you have to keep filing motions. You have to take a pro se litigant awareness course, and that's how I won. I just kept showing up. They could not get rid of me. There was no procedure they could do that I wasn't going to counteract.
Right.
I was getting advice from several different sources because I was desperate. I was reaching out to every single person that would give me the time of the day to educate me on this. And I'm really lucky. I now have the 50-50 custody agreement, but It's just not done yet because that order of protection language is still in there. I was signing under duress, and I really need to get that turned over. So even now, my story is not done, but as of now, I have 50-50 custody of my kids, which I'm very, very happy for. Now, do I feel comfortable that I get to send them to somebody that I really don't get along with or agree with their parenting views or their abuse or anything? No, I have to reset my children every week. It is an absolute nightmare. My poor children are declining in school. They're declining mentally. They're declining because they have to go between two households that are completely different. One very nurturing and mental health focused house, and one army focused house.
Oh.
That was his whole family's in the military. So he has, discipline tactics that I don't agree with, like jumping until they cry and cry it out and sending them to their room all day. And I just don't agree with those things,
right.
And the fact that the GAL saw that and still didn't do anything speaks a lot to their character.
Yes, it does.
It's absolutely disgusting.
And it is.
The message I have for moms and dads today is to do not give up. If I could do this and win, you can do it too.
That's right.
You just have to be the bigger bull, utilize the court of public opinion rather than the court of law. File a motion to preserve the record so that they can't do backdoor dealings, and try to get your GAL off your case with public media stories that are already out there and proven.
That's right.
Really important.
That's right.
There you go. Now I can hear you.
Yes, I found the button. We was over here. We was agreeing with you, girl. I mean, it's very crazy, the corruption. And like I said, we're all new to this. My son is 18. And so for
I don't even understand.
Listen, they're trying. Exactly.
What is going on here?
Exactly. Well, I'm gonna tell you, it's a little bit of we're living in the mountains, and we're in a neck of the woods that matters. Yeah.
Oh man. That is disgusting. That is very disappointing.
Yeah. So we're the only ones. We're the only ones in the neighborhood, and in the county, and we're the 1%. Wow. We're literally the 1% out here in Nicholson, PA. So
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. So he's 18. They are trying everything. They gave him a hearing where it's all lies. They got a doctor to make up a story saying that he saw my son. They do.
They get kickbacks?
Yes, they do. And I said, but wait a minute. This doctor has never saw my son a day in his life. He's my doctor. So what happened was, when my son was in the hospital, my son's been in and out the hospital, and we denied medications. And we found out what his.
As you should as a mother. That's your decision.
Well, nope, not apparently. And we found out that that's what's really going on with him is a parasitic infection. So once you start finding those things out, they want to shut you up because they can't have those things getting out. When they're diagnosing you with lupus or cancer, and you find out it's parasites.
Right. Wow. So I know another mom that's case is similar. Her name is Ryan, and CPS took her children in the hospital over broken bones, and that was due to the hospital's neglect.
Yes.
It could never be them.
Never.
It could never be them.
Never.
So she got all 3 of her children taken away, and she's still fighting to this day.
Listen, this was crazy. They had their hired gun come to do a psych eval, in which they asked him nothing for real. And then, of course, he drove all the way miles and miles out to the hospital. My son was transported to Philadelphia. He rode all the way out there. Not the psychiatric doctor, the psych doctor over at the hospital my son was at, but they brought in a hired hand, and he came in and deemed my son not able to make his own decisions. They gave make his own medical decisions, which is bull crap. But
he's 18.
Exactly.
What do you mean?
And so they're trying to take they're trying to say he needs a guardianship over his estate and himself. And they put this lady, Nancy Hudak, in charge of him. They made a temporary guardianship. Nancy Hudak is put in charge of him. She has cases. She's been in investigated by a news reporter. I got to get that channel name, but she's been investigated by them, and they found that she was what's it called? But not organ harvesting, human trafficking.
Yes. Okay. Hold on 1 second before you continue. There's a movie on Netflix I really want you to watch. It's gonna blow your mind. It's called I Care a Lot.
Oh, I saw that.
It's exactly what you're going through. They put pictures and like cash cows, and they take medical guardianship over you, and they take your assets, and that's where the big bucks are.
Yes.
And that's a movie that everybody should watch.
Yeah.
It's not just a movie.
That's a documentary. It's a documentary.
That's a documentary.
Exactly.
And it's just done in movie form. They have to.
Yeah, you know? That's their way.
It's so important to get educated on this, and that's horrible. I'm so sorry you're going through that.
Yeah.
You never have to go through that with your grown man son.
And he's like
18 years old.
He's 18, and he got 2 bed sores in the hospital. When they were trying to blame the bed sores on me before we got the letter from the hospital apologizing for the bed sore, and they turned right. They brought a detective up to the hospital while I was in there with my son to investigate me, and he had to end up closing the investigation because it was unfounded because we had the letter from the hospital. But who's going to go? But why is this detective not now going to the hospital? Now that you found out the hospital is the one that caused it, why are you not now going to the hospital to do something, right?
Exactly. What in the world is going on there? Something smells weird, and if something smells weird, it probably is.
It's rotten.
Like if it's too good to be true, it probably is.
That part.
And that's famous thing with the family courts. Like, you cannot trust them. And medical professionals included, they don't want to take any malpractice because if they get so many malpractice suits, they're over with. And they don't want that.
My attorney, yeah.
Sorry, one more thing.
No, go ahead.
Victory. We got Laura Stobie kicked out of her old law firm due to all the cases that we filed against her. Her malpractice insurance maxed out, and she was kicked out of her old law firm and had to start a new one.
Get out.
When you file a case or file any kind of grievance, towards a GAL or anybody, they have malpractice insurance. And if you have 5 or more cases, then that maxes it out, and that doesn't look good for your firm. So they kicked her out, and she started a new one. We thought we had her, but unfortunately she popped up again with a new one, and that's what they always do, right?
Mm-hmm.
If they mess up one place, they don't track it to the next, and it's just gross. But everybody just needs to keep going, you included. I have so much faith in you, and if you need any help, I'm here for you.
Yes.
I'm here to help you. I'm here to support you, and you should not be going through this after 18 years of raising your son. That's just asinine.
They removed me from being able to speak up for him. They gave him a large amount of a medication that he's allergic to. His heart almost bust. They had to go in and do it 3 days after they kicked me out from being able to advocate for him. They took his phone, they put him in a room in the hospital away from all the other patients. We didn't hear from him for 3 whole days. When I finally talked to him, he was spiritually, physically, and emotionally broken because he didn't know what the hell was going on. And he was just like, they moved me into some room. They said they did it for my own safety. They tried to paint me out to be some type of killer. Lies.
And then everybody you kept giving documents to.
Professional liars.
Yes. And they are they're liars. They're not lawyers, they're liars.
And there's actually a famous quote from a Bay Area rapper. His name's Andre Nicotina, and he has a song called I'm a Pisces, and one of his lines is the prettiest thing is you white old tires. I should have been a lawyer because I'm such a good liar.
See?
Yeah. And that's in 220, that's in like 1998.
Listen, we got to do a part 2, you and I. In fact, I I think I want to bring you on for my co-host as this for while we do this chapter of the pt2 podcast.
I would love to. I
Yeah,
would love to.
I think I would
Anything,
like.
I can get a lot of different women on, and I think that'd be a great idea.
Yeah, I think we should team up with this because it's nothing like going through this and seeing for yourself, when someone try to rip your child that came from your womb away from you in such a way and bullying tactics and these are what I would call the reptilians because
They
the
are.
fact that they can move the way that they do without any care in the world, without any
Exactly.
worries about karma coming to bite their ass off.
No,
They can't
that's
have a
why I
soul.
couldn't be a lawyer. I
Exactly.
couldn't do that to people. If I was a lawyer, I'd probably quit because I wouldn't be able to keep up with all the lies and all the you need to do this or else or being ousted because I did the right thing. I
That's
know
right.
a lot of lawyers in St. Louis who are doing the right thing and they haven't had a case for 15 years.
Wow.
It's just
They won't
amazing
give
that
them
they.
cases.
It's amazing that they did all this to you with no evidence. Like when you
They
send,
make up
when
stuff.
you send when
Yeah.
you send a garnishment, to an employee, it has to be a writ of garnishment, and it has to be signed off. They sent no type of collection, no nothing. It just you woke up and your paycheck was garnished.
No, so they tried to deliver it, but they delivered it to me, so I ripped it up.
Oh, okay, got you. Okay, I was like, I'm mad at
They
you.
delivered it to my job. Okay, so the sheriff delivered it to my job, and my GM was like, "What is that?" And I was like, "Don't worry about it.
Nothing much.
It's really not important." I ripped it up, and
That's
I
right.
contacted Fendelman himself, and I said, "Do you want to A, garnish my wages, or do you B, want to work with me? Because if you garnish my wages, you're gonna get $5 a month.
Yeah.
Go ahead, garnish them. I
That's
don't
right.
care." And he was like, "Oh, we're not gonna get into it. I'm like, you're not. I make $15 an hour, sir. You're not gonna get anything." Now that
Isn't
was
a
my
court?
old job.
Isn't a court
still.
supposed to say who's the fit parent? I don't understand.
No,
They ain't
that's
do
not
none
how
of
it goes.
that. Oh.
It's literally like the evil is in control and they want to try to mess these children up to the point where they need some type of psychiatric help because that'll keep them in the system because they got to get psych meds and they got to get psychiatrists and they got to get all these different things because they got trauma introduced to their life so early by being ripped away from their mother. Like fathers is all good. We love y'all. We thank y'all. We appreciate y'all. However, the womb is where they come from. Yes, they come from the nut sack, but after that, we carry them. We our
9
womb.
months.
Yes.
I almost died for 2 out of my 3 children. I almost ended up dead. I hemorrhaged. They lost her heartbeat. There was a lot of complications, and both labors and pregnancies were hell for me. And I didn't understand. He promised me when we were married. Now, I shouldn't have ever listened to this man because he was a cheater from the beginning, but he promised me he would never use my kids as leverage, and I should have never trusted this man. I just let him, and I'm so glad I got educated. I smartened up, and I woke up.
I love
That's
it.
the most important thing.
Yes. Listen, we're going to link up, you and I. This is just the beginning. We are the crusaders out here. We're about to change the world. We're going to shake it up.
Y'all should do them meetups and stuff.
This is not just a movement, it's an awakening, and it's going to happen. We're finally getting attention.
Is she talking my language? Is she talking my language? Listen. This is exactly what's going on. And, I began the awakening process in 2019 when the COVID first hit. I started to wake up to all this corruption and BS. And this is why we came down here to do this. And they're sending those type people to stop us, slow us down, but they can't because they don't have the power.
They don't understand that. We're very strong and passionate women.
That's right.
If you're dealing with a strong, passionate woman, there's no winning except for our way.
Yes.
Sorry, we're not going to back down.
That's right.
Try all you might and try all you may, but hell hath no fury like when women scorn.
Oh, talk about it. Let's talk about it. And we will be talking about it from here on out. This is going to be welcome. We're going to welcome Brooke. We're going to go ahead and speak it in. Brooke is our new co-host over for this segment, and we'll think of a name to call it. We got to come up with something together, you and I, to call this.
I got you.
And we'll start planning out, making our schedule and bringing on our guests once a week. We'll do this. Once a week.
Perfect. I have all the time for it.
All right, cool. This is locked in. I'm going to edit this video and I will be uploading it to YouTube. I'll send you the link so you can share it. We're going to get the word out, you and I. And they put us in place because we can handle it.
Exactly.
So
exactly. I was put in this place for a specific reason, and I found my calling. And now that I have, there's no backing down now.
It's up and stuck. All right.
I really appreciate you having me on. I appreciate
yes.
all your time. Happy birthday to your cousin,
thank you.
and thank you for doing this on his birthday.
Yes.
No, that was, yeah.
Oh yeah, I told him. I said, cousin. I said, listen. We got something important we got to do.
And
but
I learned some things too.
He's an accountant, so if we need an accountant, that's our guy.
You want to see where all the money's going? That's perfect.
And we have a financial record. Listen, here's the thing. We have a nonprofit organization called Dreams to Reality. We've been in place since 2013. Since 2013, we're gonna, we're gonna do what we can do to get this word out. So, thank you, thank you so much.
So nice to meet you.
We'll hook up later.
We will.
I'm gonna go to sleep because it's an hour ahead.
Yes.
Where are you located?
Yeah, hour ahead.
Missouri, right?
Oh, Missouri.
Oh yeah.
Missouri.
Okay.
St. Louis, Missouri.
All right. Okay. Well, thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
Bye, Brooke.
Right, bye. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye. I like her.
Yes, she's cool.
Mom.
Hey, wait, hold on, Zoom. Wait, hold on.
How did it?
I'm gonna call you, Mama. We gotta hang up. I'm trying to hang up.
Hello?
He's like, what about me? All right.
I wonder if he was on the call.
Hey. You can't even hang this joint up. I said end. Hold on. End meeting for all. All right, now I gotta see how I can.
I'm like, where did Boo-Boo's voice come from?
All right, that was good. Love y'all.
Peace. Until next time.
Until next time. Ashton gonna be back too.
Yeah,
Ashton, my other co-host.
I will.
All right. Look, ending these things is turning into a task.
They're gonna hear all the stuff we talked about.